Welcome to It Began in London, the channel where I get to share my journey as a travel content creator. My name is Candy Yen and I am based in London, and the aim of this channel is to simply walk and talk and vlog my way about for the next 30 days. This is what I'm gonna try to do, to vlog every single day and post. I may not vlog every single day, but I will try to post a vlog every single day. So the aim also is to try to shoot everything in one go without having to edit too much. And I'm just trying to push myself to try to vlog and walk around London and try to be able to keep on communicating and sharing my journey as I'm doing. So here we are. At the moment, I've started somewhere nice and peaceful and quiet. I've just actually created a vlog before that, and I just thought, let me stay around here because this is quite nice. There's not a lot of people, so that's great. And also, this is not a sight that you will see often in London. This is the London beach. The tide is low at the moment, and then you get a wonderful view of the City of London. You get the view of St. Paul's Cathedral, and then you could see and hear the waves behind me. This is Gabriel's Wharf. So we were up there earlier before in my previous vlog. I was vlogging just behind there. So that's it. Let me show you again. Like that. So obviously when the tide is nice and high, then the water comes up all the way to where the green is. Okay, so for today's vlog, I just wanted to talk about going live on a platform like TikTok. The benefits of going live. So I've spoken about this before in my other vlog where I went live on TikTok, and that propelled me forward. What it did is that it allowed me to see that there was an audience for what I wanted to share and what I wanted to create. And it allowed me to have a lot of benefits, which I'm going to talk about today in today's vlog. So I'm going to start right now. So the first thing was, when I did the live stream the first time, I just thought to myself, I have nothing to lose. So I'm going to just press on go live and go ahead and see what can happen. I think at that point, I just had enough of just watching videos and taking notes and trying to come up with a niche or a concept, or I was doing so much research, and I was listening and watching a lot of other people who have created a YouTube channel, and they're trying to tell you what to do, and they're giving you advice and suggestions, which is great because I've learned a lot about that. But at the end of the day, you are not going to know exactly what you have to offer unless you go out there and do it. So it's like any business or any project. Unless you go out there and do it, you're not going to know. You could train, you could learn, you could you could train in a skill. So you could go to school and learn a new skill, but unless you go out there and really practice it and be right in the action, you're not going to know how you're going to cope with it, how you're going to react, or what value you could provide. So instead of wasting more time with trying to come up with an idea, okay, this is what I'd like to do. So I want to become a travel content creator. And I was thinking to myself, okay, so I'm going to go around London and create content about London and just try to give tips and advice on how to best explore London and allow people to discover areas of London or places in London that are maybe hidden gems, or just a different perception of how they would have seen a certain location of London. So I'm walking up and down this beach, which is lovely actually. So I hope it looks okay in the video. So anyway, and I started doing that and I kept doing it. And now I'm going to talk about my journey on TikTok. So I started off with TikTok, and that's exactly what I did. I just thought, let me start creating content. And I love taking videos and pictures and all of that. And I thought, let me just document everywhere I go, anywhere that I think it's interesting, I will just film that and create short content, short form videos of like less than a minute, add music to it and all that, and just practice editing. And so I started doing that, and slowly but surely, my TikTok account, I started getting followers, and then it reached a point where I gained up to 485, which I remember very well, that number, because I remember thinking to myself, what can I do to now get to 500? I just thought, that's going to be my aim. I'm going to get to 500 followers. So I remember I needed 15 more, and I thought, what can I do to get 15 more? And then the timing of it was perfect. TikTok sent me a message to say that there is a challenge going on, so I'm sure it sent it to everyone or anyone who could. I mean, I only had 485 or even less at that point when I got that message, but it said to do a challenge for 7 days, and if you subscribe or you sign up to it, they'll send you a challenge every day. So I did that. So I was accepted in that challenge, and hopefully you can hear me because it's quite noisy at the back. Let me show you this now. So this is the Oxo Tower. If you've seen my other vlog previously, we were right over there, and I was showing you. That's the Oxo Tower. And this is so lovely, the fact that the tide is low, and I can show you this. So welcome to London Beach. Okay, so as I was saying, TikTok just sent me that challenge, and I just signed up, I was accepted, and what happened was the first day when I got the challenge, I was meant to go live for the first day for 1 hour, and I did not do it because I thought, I chickened out, basically. I literally chickened out, and I even found an excuse. I said to myself, no, I want to focus on YouTube instead. I think TikTok is going to waste my time. I can see that it's not really growing that fast. I only have 485 followers, and it's taking a while now to grow. So, and I think you could make it more on YouTube. And honestly, I came up with that excuse. I remember really saying that. And so I missed the first day. I didn't do the challenge. And that's, I'm sure a lot of people could relate to that, when you want to do something, but then you're scared and you chicken out, and then you find an excuse. And it's so easy to find an excuse, honestly, and to remain in your comfort zone instead. So, so yeah, I really did that. But the next day, I went for a walk in the morning, and I think something must have happened. And I felt at that point that I needed to go for a walk. And I came here actually along the South Bank, and the tide was low, and it was nice and quiet. I was on my own, and I sat down, and at that point I just looked at the view, and it was further down that way actually, further down that way, and I was looking at St. Paul's Cathedral, and I just thought, do you know what, this would be perfect. It would be perfect to show this live. And I had seen lives on TikTok before where people are just putting the cameras up and they're just showing whatever's in front of them, and people are watching that. And I just thought, let me do the same. So I really, at that point, I just felt I have nothing to lose at this point. I mean, I'm just sat here. I can't remember what happened, but I just felt I had nothing to lose. And I just pressed go live on TikTok, just like that. And I left it like that in front of St. Paul's. And then straight away, somebody joined, and then more and more. And then luckily, I was so lucky, it was this angel, Kat. If you're watching this, I'm saying hi, Kat on TikTok. She said hi right away, and she said hi from Ireland. And then it started like that, because as soon as I saw the hi, she said she was from Ireland. I then replied, oh, great to see you here. And do you know what? That right away just got the ball rolling for me, because I just felt, okay, that's it, simple. I just need to answer these comments and questions while I'm just showing this. And then a few more people came on, also asking questions. What's the weather like in London? And because obviously the content that I want to create is based in London, so that's why I did that. I just went and showed that. So obviously, if you are doing, I don't know what you would like to do, the kind of content you want to create, but it could be as simple as that, you know? And so yeah, and then it started off like that. I just did 1 hour, like the challenge was asking, and it went really well. I think, I'm not sure if I think I even made some money, maybe like £1 or something. And then I thought, okay, well, that wasn't too bad. I was very surprised with it. I mean, because I think most of the time we actually think that it's going to be really bad, or we fear something more than it actually is scary. It's not scary at all. So while I was doing it, it wasn't scary because I was just focused on what I had to do, which was answering questions and simply show London. On that first live, within that hour, I did get up and started. I crossed the Millennium Bridge to show them, just to say something. But what it did is that it just allowed me to see that, my gosh, okay, this is not, it's a lot less scary than I had expected. So, okay, let me go up now. Or should I? I know, I've got a good flow right now. And so this is it. So the second day, I mean, not the second day, because I had missed the first day, I just thought to myself, right, let me catch up. So that was already the second day of that 7 days challenge. So on that second day where I did my first live of 1 hour, I decided that I was going to go back out in the evening to do the second challenge, which was 1.5 hours. So basically that challenge was just adding half an hour every day. So on that live, that was life-changing, I had to say. That really pivoted everything for me, because I went on and then right away a cat came back again and then started sharing my live. So when people like what you do, they will share it with other people and then they will join. And what happens is that when people are sharing lives to each other, they meet up in those lives and then they get to know each other like that. So then by getting to know each other, then they have a laugh. It's great. It's so positive. And then they share each other's lives, or lives that they think will be interesting. And then they join the live, and then they have they're talking among themselves in the live sessions. And it just creates a really good, positive atmosphere. And for me anyway, it was great because they were engaging among themselves and with me. So they were so encouraging. It's amazing. So in a way, today's vlog is for them that I'm doing it. Really, I appreciate them so much, because they have really propelled me forward. And without them, without that audience, without that community, because now I could say we've built that community. I mean, they've built it. They've created that within my channel. And I'm so glad that I was able to attract them. And this is what I was saying before, is that you will attract the right people towards what you're creating and what you're doing. It's not made for everybody, but you will find people. There's something for everyone. And I would have never found these guys unless I had done those lives. They would have never found me either if I had just carried on writing down ideas that I have, or trying to come up with a concept, or if I had just worked on videos on YouTube without really having any audience behind me. So that's that, really. So that was happened on the second live that I did on the very same day that I did my first live. I gained so many followers and I gained confidence, because I was like, wow, I can do this. And they were commenting, saying how great they thought it was. They were saying how, yeah, they were giving me so many compliments that I had never thought would come to me, because like I say, I did not even know I could do this. I didn't know that I could be commenting and talking and just showing people around. I just had to do it. I just had to do it to discover and find out that I was able to do that. And so that was amazing for that reason. And so that's another reason why I would highly recommend going live. Because of that reason, you can find your people and create an audience, and then you get to see what you're capable of and what people are after, what they're appreciating from what you have to offer. So in my case, I was simply being myself, just showing London around like I'm doing right now. I just press go live and I'm walking around showing this and that. I'm not showing my face in the live apart from at the very end to say bye, because my live sessions are about London and just showing around in London. And so yeah, the benefits of going live is that you will find your own audience. The people will be attracted to you. It's much easier, especially with TikTok. TikTok, the algorithm, for some reason, it will know who to share it with, and then those people will share it to each other, and then you could grow an audience like that. But every single day that I did a live, so the first day I did 1 hour and then 1 hour and a half. The second day I did 2 hours. The third day was 2 hours and a half. Fourth day, and so on and so on. The last day was the 7th day. It was 4 hours. And I ended up doing 4 hours and 45 minutes because I was enjoying myself so much. Everyone was enjoying themselves in the live. In fact, I will post my live sessions onto YouTube in the playlist that I'm going to call Live Sessions on TikTok, or TikTok Lives, so that you could see what I mean. Obviously, you won't be able to see the comments that people were leaving. So that's another thing with the TikTok Lives, is that people are commenting on your screen and then you're focused on reading what they are saying. So you're engaging with them and you're answering the questions, and you could laugh with them and all of that. And I think that's why it helped me to vlog right now in public, because I was holding up my phone and I was reading the comments and answering to people and talking to people, and I could see people around me looking, but I didn't care because I was focused on the messages and answering the comments. And so that's a big plus with that. That's why I highly recommend doing that, because it will really propel you forward and allow you to get used to holding up a camera, which I'm doing right now. I'm just holding up this stick right now, and I'm comfortable with it because I've been doing it for at least 7 days in a row. I'm sorry. And so yeah, that's another reason why I would recommend doing a live. So the benefits now. So I've told you now what it's done, but the benefits really, first of all, you will push yourself. Push yourself to do something that you're not used to, and you come out of your comfort zone and you step into the unknown, which that in itself is something to be proud of. And because you have nothing to lose really, especially if, like me, you didn't have a big audience. I had nothing to lose, because even if it didn't go well, nobody would really see it, and then you just move on and you just try something else. So it's like learning how to walk for the first time. You fall, it doesn't matter, nobody's gonna laugh at you, you're a baby. So it's the same thing as the first steps of anything that you want to achieve, like this, going live. It's the first time, and I actually was very honest with it. I was telling people, this is my first time, my first live, so bear with me. And in fact, things were going wrong, so not wrong, but things were popping up on my screen. I had no idea what they were, and I was just saying it. I was like, oh, okay, I don't know what this is. So, and then they were helping me. The audience who were present in my lives, they were helping me because they had seen it before. Some of them have done lives before, so they would tell me, oh, this means this means that. And that was amazing for that reason. So I learned so much just by doing those lives. And so yeah, the benefits of going live is that there's also that you gain confidence. Obviously, you gain confidence, like I say, with holding up a stick and with your phone and talking in public, and just being able to communicate. So it really gives you that confidence and knowing that you have an audience behind you. So in this case, now I have the confidence in talking right now to this camera because I know what it feels like to have an audience, people listening to you and talking to you and engaging with you. So I don't feel as silly as I used to when I used to do this as a practice. When I would go out, try to vlog in public, I used to feel quite silly and embarrassed because I didn't have a purpose. Sorry guys, I'm just moving the joystick so that I stay in the right composition of the camera. So that's another benefit. So the confidence that you gain, also you attract the right people to your right audience, your community. So you get to build a community. You gain so many followers because people who are watching your lives, if they like you, they will follow you right away. And every single time I've done a live, I gained at least 100. So to come back to my very first point when I was saying that I had 485, and I was telling myself, right, I want to reach 500 now. So what am I going to do? I went live, and I think my first live, it propelled me to 600 something. So I went over the 500 mark. And then another live that I did, then it went up to 800, then 900. Then I think on my last live of the 7th day, I reached 999. So I remember that because thinking, oh my gosh, I just need one more. But also it's not just after the lives, it's because you are gaining an audience, people are following you, and I think the algorithm will then start sending your content out to TikTok, and other people will then see it and then they start following you. So it wasn't just from my live sessions that I was gaining followers, but because I was doing the live sessions and gaining attraction, like views and all of that. And I think TikTok was then sending my content out. And that's how I was gaining more followers. And I remember when I reached the 1,000 mark, I thought, oh my gosh, that's so great. And again, that was within a week. So within a week of doing a live session, that's when I went from 485 followers to over 1,000. And right now, I still don't have that many followers. I now have reached perhaps, I think, 1,200 or so. And I may have started about a month ago, or maybe a month and a half ago now, doing these things. Now I'm not doing one live every day, but I'm doing a live a week. And even now, after doing a live, I'm gaining over 100 followers. And obviously what happens with these, you will gain and you can lose some also. And that's something else I want to talk about in another vlog, is that not everything will be for everyone, and you can't please everyone with your content. And in fact, I've already spoken about that in my previous video. What I want to talk about next would be about going viral with one video. So that's happened to me before, and that's important to talk about this. You don't want to go viral because that messes up with your mind, but that's going to be for another video. So I'm going to carry on and end very soon this video about going live on YouTube, going live on TikTok or any other platform, and the benefits of it. So you will gain confidence, you will gain followers, you will get a community behind you, and you will talk to them, and you will know that what you have to offer and share, there's eyes and ears that are interested in. So that will propel you forward in knowing that what you're doing has value. And also, you get to learn what you're about. You get to learn about yourself, what you can do and what you cannot do, what you enjoy doing, and you also get more and more inspiration on what to offer, because then you get more feedback on what you're doing, and then that keeps on going. So basically, the more actions you take, like going live, creating more content, the more live you go, the more people you will attract, and then the more feedback you will get from what you're doing. you'll get more engagement, more comments, more likes, more shares, more reposts, and so on and so on. And you see, doing that propelled me and inspired me to now vlog in public and really go out and create vlogs every day on YouTube now. So I want to move up to YouTube, and eventually I want to do lives on YouTube, but for now I'm still at the very beginning of this journey on YouTube. So YouTube and TikTok are two different platforms, but I'm really using TikTok as a start, as a way to build an audience. And then when I'm doing a vlog here, I'm thinking of them, but it doesn't mean that what I'm creating here will interest them, will interest those who are following on TikTok, because on TikTok I'm showing London and other places in the world eventually. I've created videos about Greece, and again, it was just a start. It was just me trying out and see what would work. Yeah, so that's it. So I just don't want to reach the 30 mark today, 30 minutes mark. So I'm going to try to end this. But yes, so to get back to the benefits of going live on TikTok, I mean, like I said, you will really gain so much confidence. And yeah, so I believe I've said most of the things for me anyway. Authentically, genuinely, this is what I think. If I think of anything else, I will leave in the comments more benefits of going live on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, but in my case, it was TikTok. And if you find value in this or think of other reasons why it's good to go live on YouTube, on TikTok, sorry, or if you have any questions, please leave a comment, engage with me. I'm more than happy to reply. Like I said, this is really the beginning of my journey. And once again, I am filming this all in one go. I'm trying not to edit, just so that you could see what it's like to try to vlog in public. But today, I've decided to go somewhere that there's not a lot of people, which probably helped with me trying to keep my mind on the subject. So today it came on to me of sharing the benefits of going live on TikTok. So on that note, I'm going to leave you here. There's this, I was going to film something, but never mind. Let me show you the view one last time. There you go, and I'm even going to zoom in. So today, once again, I'm using a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I have the black mist on right now, which is the filter, because it was nice and sunny. It's a bit cloudy now, but it's still sunny. I'm squinting with my eyes. But yeah, so we are currently on London Beach, and that's Gabriel's Wharf over there. And that's that. Let me zoom back out. There you go. So hopefully you found value once again on this vlog today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.